Hey friends, today I'm making twice baked potatoes. And so I have potatoes, obviously, Roquefort cheese, however you pronounce that, salt and pepper, and I'm going to put some oregano in there. UK people like to say oregano, and I think both pronunciations are correct. For an extra twist, I like to look around at vegetables and things in the store, and I thought, you know, I've never had twice baked potatoes before with celery in them. So I got a stalk of celery to put in there. Now, most sensible people would get scissors like this and cut right here to open the bag. And sensible people are boring. So let's tear it open. There. The potatoes are now washed, and they were quite dirty. You should see my sink now. First thing to do with the potatoes is you need to stab them with a fork in order to get holes in there so in the oven the steam can come out. Plenty of holes in them and ready to go into the oven for about an hour at 190 degrees C, or maybe 45 minutes.
The potatoes are done with their first bake, and I am not going to try to touch them yet because they're too hot.
Well, the potatoes are having a heyday in the oven. I'm going to prepare this celery stalk. I want to chop it as finely as possible because celery is really stringy and fibrous. So I want to make it very, very small little chunks. So I'm going to chop it up very, very finely. Okay, so celery is done, or at least that's all you're going to get. For the next part, I'm going to put everything into this mortar and pestle. And you think, which one's which? Okay, I looked it up. The bowl part is the mortar, and this pushy, twisty, poundy thing is called the pestle. P-E-S-T-L-E, and the T is silent. This is made of cast aluminum, and there's an urban myth that if you have too much aluminum utensils or something in your diet, it'll cause you to get Alzheimer's disease. There's no basis in evidence for that, by the way. I showed this to my good buddy Tim, and he said, "There's Alzheimer's in a bowl." And then I said, "Wait, what were we talking about?" Okay, got a laugh out of that. Next part, dig the inside of the potato out from the skins and put it into the mortar. Now I'm using a pretty thin spoon that has a sharper edge. This is actually my favorite spoon, but it's too heavy duty. This thing is so good. You can mix heavy dough in a bowl with it and it won't bend. This is my favorite spoon, but I'm not going to be using that one for this. Let's see how it works. Now I have all these skins like this, and the last thing to do is to cut the cheese and put it in here. I think it's going to be difficult because this is pretty soft cheese. And it's very unusual for me to say that cutting the cheese is difficult because I'm usually really good at that. Oh, that salty juice from the cheese. That's heavenly. All right, now we need to get to work with the pestle and mix all this together. The potato insides, the Roquefort cheese, however you say it, and the celery. Now the filling goes back into the potato skins and then back in the oven for a bit. All right. Here's what I got. Let's give it a try. Whoo-wee, that is salty. I added a little bit of salt, but I was careful because I knew that the cheese was salty to begin with. That's pretty salty. I like how the celery still has a crunch to it. And the oregano is just perfect. This is great. I think I'll try adding a little bit more pepper. Total success. Take care, friends, and be safe out there.